Hello, first grade. This is Mrs. Ball with your math lesson for today. Today, we're going to begin our lesson with our math on the spot video.
Hi, everyone. Hi there, Professor Burton.
Joey, why do you have a sock on your hand?
Oh, so I remember we had math today. Oh, you see, if I think I might forget something, I wear a sock in a strange place.
Okay, well, how about doing some math with me since you're here?
Oh, sure.
Okay, let's have some fun with this interesting riddle. So, look at this. Here is an addition question, and notice there's some missing add-ins.
Oh, I do notice that.
And we have to figure out what could possibly go in there and then add it up. Joey, look. There are three add-ins. There's a mystery number, plus 2, and then the answer, the sum, is 8.
Ooh, cool.
So there's two things we don't know.
There's two mysteries.
That's right. But we know one thing, and that is that if you add up those two mystery numbers, the answer is 6.
6.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's lots of answers. Let's just try some and see if we can figure out some and have some fun. So one possibility is if I put 1 and then put in 5. Now let's think about that. Does that mix with the first clue? Is 1 plus 5 equal to 6?
Yeah.
It sure is. So in fact, that is a possible answer here for these two. And now if we add all the 3, we have 1 plus 5, that's 6. And if we add 2 to 6, we actually get 8.
We get 8.
So that actually is one possible answer.
Oh, I might need another sock to remember that.
Well, let me give you another answer.
Okay.
Okay, so one thing we could do actually, and there are a bunch of answers. I'll just show you one more though, and then I'll say that's it. That's going to be it. So the same rules. We have two mystery numbers. We're going to add them and the number 2. We have 3 add-ins, and we get a sum of 8. We know the first 2 add up to give 6. So what's another possible answer? Well, another possible answer would be, what if I put a 2 as the first add-in?
All right.
If I put the 2 in the first add-in, what do I have to add to 2 to make 6? That would be
4.
That's right, Joey. You're brilliant. Let's check it. So 2 plus 4 is 6. And so those are numbers that work. And now let's see if this is okay here. 2 plus 4 is 6. And 6 plus 2 is still 8.
It is.
So in fact, here are 2 different answers we can get. So we can write the 3 different add-ins as 1 plus 5 plus 2, and they have a sum of 8.
Right.
Or we could write 2 plus 4 plus 2, and that's a sum of 8. And there are even other answers, but that's enough for us, I think.
Oh, that's pretty great, Professor.
Now, I have a question for you. Do you really think that's going to help you remember things?
Well,
Because
yes, I do.
That is not what socks are for. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. Where's my...
I'll see you later, Professor. I gotta go.
Joey, give me back my sock.
I'll forget everything.
He's such a sneak. Have fun with math, and we'll see you soon.
All right, let's get our Big Go Math book. And we're going to open it to page 137. All right, but before we continue with this, let's see what else we're going to need for today's lesson. All right, our standard is still 1083. We're going to apply properties of operation and strategies to add and subtract. Our essential question is, how can you group numbers to add 3 add-ins? Our I can statement, I can represent and solve problems involving addition. For this lesson, we're going to need our Big Go Math book. Open it up to page 137. We're going to be working through pages 137 to 140. You're going to need your pencil, your listening eyes, and your listening ears. All right. Here we are. We're on page 137. And looks like this. All right, we're going to show 2 ways to group and add the numbers. So let's listen. There are 3 children at one table. There are 6 children at another table. There are 3 children in line. How many children are there? So let's listen to that again. There are 3 children at one table. There are 6 children at another table. And there are 3 children in line. How many children are there? So, what are we being asked to find? We're trying to figure out how many children there are. Now, we have 3 numbers that we can add together in order to figure this out. Okay, so let's see. I have different ways that I can group this. I can group 3 plus 6. Okay, I can add those 2 numbers together first. And 3 plus 6 is 9. Then I would add my 3 to that and I could get 12. But that's not the only thing I can do. What other way could I do it? What 2 numbers could I add together first? Well, let's see. I could have 3 plus 3 plus 6. And I could add 3 and 3 together and get 6. And I can add the 6 to it. And I can also get 12. So those are 2 ways that I can group the numbers and add them. All right, let's turn to page 138. You can add the add-ins in any order and in different ways to find the sum. All right, so let's look at this. We have 8, 6, and 2. You could add 8 and 2 together. You see like the little caret here. 8 and 2 is equal to 10. And then we have to go back and add that 6. And 10 plus 6 is 16. Or you could add 6 and 2 together first and get 8. And go back and add the 8 right here, and you will still get 16. So it does not matter the order that you add these numbers in, the sum is still going to be the same. All right, so let's look at number 1. So we have 6 plus 4 plus 2. So let's see what 2 numbers we want to add together first. 6, 4 plus 2. All right, so I'm going to add these 2 numbers together first, 6 and 4. What is 6 plus 4? All right, it is 10. So this is what I would write in the box right here, 10. Now I'm going to add 10 and 2. 10 and 2 equals 12. And this is vertical, boys and girls. So this is another way that we can write out an addition sentence. And the line that's going across right here, that's like my equal sign. Okay. 6 plus 4 plus 2 is 12. All right. So this time, instead of adding 6 and 4 together, what could we add together first? We could add together 4 and 2. So let's see what that would look like. So I'm going to draw my little caret. Okay. So I have 4 and 2. It equals 6. Okay. So now I have 6 plus 6. And 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. Okay. All right. Let's look at number 2. You have 3 plus 4 plus 4. So what 2 numbers do you want to add together first? All right, so we can add together 3 and 4. So 3 and 4 is equal to 7. So I would write my 7 right here. Then 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. So I'm going to write my 11 right here. All right. So instead of adding 3 and 4 together first, what two numbers do you add together first? 4 plus 4. And if I do that, 4 plus 4 is going to give me 8. All right, so then I can add 3 and 8. 3 plus 8 is equal to 11. Okay, so even though I switched what numbers I added together first, my sum was still the same. Okay, so let's look at number 3 and number 4, and then you guys are going to practice doing the rest on your own. All right, so let's look at number 3. 2, 5, and 0. All right, so what two numbers do you want to add together first? All right, 2 and 5. So 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. Okay, so then I go 7 plus 0 is 7. All right, so I could put my 7 here, and I can also write it here since that is my sum. Now, instead of adding 2 and 5 together first, I could also add together 5 and 0. 5 and 0 is 5. Now, what do I have to add to that 5? 2. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay? So in this situation, I would have circled the 5 and the 0 or put a caret by them. Put my 5 here. 5 and 2 is equal to 7. All right, one more before you do the other one on your own. And 5, 4, and 5. All right. So what two numbers am I going to add together first? 5 and 4. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. Now I have to add 9 to 5. All right. So 9 plus 5 is equal to 14. Very good. Now, what's the other way that I could do it? What other numbers could I add together first? I could add 5 plus 5. And what is 5 plus 5? 5 plus 5 is 10. Now I've got to go back and I've got to add that 4. So what is 10 plus 4? 14. So that is a different way that I could add the add-ins and still get the same sum. So you're going to practice on your own on page 139. Okay. So you're going to figure out what two numbers you want to add together first, and then you're going to add the third. For example, number 5, you can add together 8 and 2. You can make your little caret. I'll show you. Okay, so I can add together 8 and 2, and I'll get 10. And then I have to add 10 plus 2, and 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. And then I would simply just write the number 12 here. For this one, number 6, I need to figure out what two numbers I want to add together first, and then I will add my third. All right, let's take a look at the hot problem. You have to figure out, just like we watched in the video, there are two numbers that are missing. It could be a bunch of numbers, it doesn't matter, but whatever it is, it's going to have to equal to 8. So think of two numbers that you can add together that equals 8. All right, this one's a little different. These two numbers, the one on the top and the one on the bottom, when you add those two together, they're going to have to equal 7. So figure out what number that is that you can add together and get 7. All right, let's look right here. Draw a picture and write the numbers into it. Maria has 3 cats, Jim has 2 cats, and Cheryl has 5 cats. How many cats do they have? So you can draw a picture. You can write those numbers in, fill in those missing add-ins, and then you will get your sum or your answer of how many cats there are. Number 20, Tony sees 5 small turtles. He sees 0 medium turtles. He sees 4 big turtles. How many turtles does he see? So add those 3 numbers together, those 3 add-ins together, and get your sum. Okay, let's look at the hot problem. Kathy sees 13 fish in the tank. 6 fish are gold. The rest are blue or red. How many of each could she see? So whatever you come up with, when you add the 3 numbers together, it has to equal to 13. Okay? Now I'll give you guys a hint. These 2 numbers together are going to equal 7. So what 2 numbers can you add together that's going to equal to 7? Put those there. And number 22. What is the sum of 7 plus 4 plus 3? So you're going to bubble that in nice and neat. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you guys next time.